Malanji Joseph, I reject your nomination in accordance with Article 72(4) of the Republic of the Constitution. Thank you, sir.
But it's miscarriage of that article is being misapplied. I was on the same desk, with the same officers, presented these same documents last year. So I wonder how I would have caused an application when I came with all the credentials, the same credentials I've presented now. So this is the kind of governance that we're going to have. Thank you very much. We shall meet in court. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Before we are going to put it on radio side, you, the Electoral Commission of Zambia, have become an extension of the political dispensation of this country. You are supposed to be independent. You have got no role in interpreting the constitution of this republic. your decent role as the Electoral Commission of Zambia is to look at the certification of documents as they come.
As agents.
Is the grade 12 certificates certified? Yes. Do we have all the commission of oaths on the documents that you require? Yes. And if you have all the yeses ticked, it's a box tick. And if all the boxes are ticked, you've got no right whatsoever to reject, or rather to interpret the constitution of this Republic of Zambia. What we have begun to do is to dissect the constitution of Zambia in preference to certain political sectors. And these, my dear brothers, the wounds that we are about to create, you and I will not be able to close. Because they are deep wounds, they are wounds that go deeper in our society, in our children, in our grandchildren. Because if we begin to disrespect the constitution of this republic, we begin to disrespect the norm that we've been governed from 1964 since we took independence from the Boers. And let this be known to you and me today, that we as the Patriotic Front do not accept your refusal of this nomination. We've known this, it's been planned. We've only come here to fulfill our right to make an application. And now we are going to talk to the Bill of Rights, because his rights as a candidate has been infringed on. And we are going to move forward from here to see whatever legal means that we are going to take. Thank you very much.
Honorable Malanje, what next after this episode now?
Well, you saw that we did present our credentials just like we did last year. So at no point did Joe Malanji cause the nullification of this seat. Of course, the circulation from the Electoral Commission of Zambia yesterday had a generic picture, because it just said candidates who caused the nullification. But how do you cause the nullification? The article which is being cited in the Constitution is either a candidate was heavily involved, let's say, violence and whatsoever, the gravity to which even the court would say that this person was really the causer for this nullification. And it is from that premise that they can nullify the seat and also disqualify the candidate. But as for now, this is an attack on democracy. This government is only 1 year in office. They're supposed to display their prowess as they promised when they were campaigning last year. It's very unfortunate, but one thing I can assure you is we shall fight, we shall be on the ballot paper. This election is not going to take off until our presence on the ballot paper.
Honorable, what legal means or what are you going to use? The reason being that already the vehicle is moving. And how quick do you hope to halt this process?
I will tell you what, everything that is done is under the Constitution of Zambia. And the Constitution is sui generis. There's no one who can make a decision outside the Constitution. So we shall
everything is under Constitution, and we are going to fight it constitutionally. Thank you very much.
Are you entertaining those things? Let's go.
I'm
I've been
grateful.
following your discussions.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So much in a nature. Never appointment. Kachera tukume mbachirese ari kutarika sana. Ngatuma pofoni ngamplus. 09 I give you a missed call.
No, no, I'm still live. Then later on.
Later on.
My automatic makes the message. Then I say,
Thank you.
I am going.
Yeah, bro. That's what my boss.
Aba bali banani kali? Ba NDC. Aba ni basifai. Tu wapange na umunana nani kani so wapange pia ukuba. Kuti bakuangasha. Wajala. Kulitani hapa? How are you? Keep on watching your internet. Help us. Part one's
Nani sipete matoka no. So for those that have just joined us, this is a live broadcast, live on Movie TV, and also on our Facebook page. We are broadcasting to you live from Kitwe here on the Cobalt province, where the nominations have been taking place for the forthcoming by-elections. Now the updates as far as where we are now in terms of the nominations, I can easily confirm that Mr. Joseph Malanji is among those whose nomination papers are being rejected by the Electoral Commission of Zambia, just like they did indicate yesterday in their notice. So we are yet to see what's going to happen. So these are the members of the former ruling party, the Patriotic Front, where the nominations have been taking place. But despite the jubilation going on, I can confirm to you that the nomination papers for Mr. Malanji have been rejected by the commission. So he's actually here trying to compare notes with his members, the senior leaders, and also address the supporters. So we're yet to hear what he's going to say in this interview later on. He's about to address the supporters. Despite the jubilation going on right now, I can confirm to you that Mr. Malanji's nomination papers have been rejected by the commission, and we're yet to find out what will be the next message to his supporters. But as far as where we stand now, his nomination have been rejected. So he's among those who have been affected to file in his nomination together with Kawushi former Member of Parliament, Mr. BOWMAN LUSAMBO, who was earlier as well rejected by the Njola, of course, officials who sat to scrutinize his credentials. And I'm sure you do remember very well that not long ago, Mr. LUSAMBO pictures happening. Crowd of party sympathizers. So basically these are the live updates I'm giving you right now here in Kitwe district, where the nomination have been taking place. And so far, of course, we have seen a good, at least a few number of candidates who have successfully filed in their nominations. And also we are seeing that Mr. Malanji's nominations have been rejected together with that of Mr. Honorable BOWMAN LUSAMBO that was earlier on in Andola. So we had to find out in terms of what is going to be his next move. But during the interview that we got from him, he did indicate that I was going to ensure that he uses all legal means to fight for his slot in terms of the finding himself on the ballot. So these are just some of the senior leaders from the Patriotic Front who came also to offer solidarity to their member. And the picture there, that's Mr. Richard Musupa there, the former Minister of Mines, who is also here. Right, so let's just get maybe some reaction there from Mr. Musupa. Mr. Musupa, welcome to the interview. You're live on Movie TV right now. Yes, sir. Yes, what could be your next reaction or next move after this episode?
Some young people are the judge. Bosses.
That's a one-word answer there. Let's hear from what Mr. Davis Muller is having. I don't know what reaction he's going to give to us. Honorable Muller, what could be your next move, and how is your feeling now that your nomination has been rejected?
I'm very happy because this is a victory for Zambian people and the people of Kwacha. They've spoken that they want Joe Malanji to stand in Kwacha. The next move, we wait for the court to make a decision today.
Right, let me just get one person from the legal team there and just see how the reaction will be. I'll try to get the man who is a legal team from the Patriotic Front and also is leader of the opposition in Parliament. That's Honorable Munduile. Honorable, welcome to the interview, and you're live on Movie TV.
Yeah, thank you.
How is the feeling now that your candidate has his nomination papers rejected by the Commission?
Well, for us, it's just a matter of time because the law is very clear. And as far as we are concerned, our two candidates are eligible. So the UPND, of course, are buying time. We have always told the Zambian people that our friends who are governing the country are cowards. These are cowards who've gone out to tell the Zambian people falsehoods about restoring the rule of law. What rule of law is President Hakainde Hichilema ever going to speak about? It's very shameful. But we want to make one promise. As you can clearly see, this is one constituency. This is the number of people that have rejected Hakainde Hichilema here in Kwacha. You saw the number of people that went against Hakainde Hichilema in Kavushi. So if President Hakainde tomorrow wants to stand on the platform and say the PF is gone, he better think twice.
What is your next step?
Well, of course, the next step, there's only one institution that is mandated to interpret the constitution, and that is the court. Our lawyers are at the court as we're speaking to you now. We'll wait for the outcome from the court before we can point out the next move. But like we said, the law is very clear. BOWMAN LUSAMBO and Joe Malanji stood in